Hi, it's Jen, and I'm so happy to be talking with you today about how, as devoted followers of Jesus, we will pray for each other when we are going through hard times. And we're looking at Acts 12, and this is the account of when Peter was thrown into prison. King Herod was ruling there. The Romans were still in control of Jerusalem. King Herod had already had the apostle James killed, John's brother. And then he arrests Peter, and Peter is in prison, literally guarded by 16 soldiers and chained to two of them. When the believers in Jerusalem learn about this, they all gather together and are just crying out to God, praying for his divine intervention and to help Peter in all ways. And an awesome, amazing miracle happens. An angel shows up in the middle of the night, wakes Peter up, his chains fall off, and he literally walks out of there. Nobody stops him. And he's set free. So he probably knows where the house might have been that the believers were gathered to pray. So he goes over there and knocks on the door, and a servant girl answers the door, and she's so overjoyed and shocked that she shuts the door and runs into the house and tells everybody Peter's at the door. Nobody believes her, or they think she's lost her mind, or maybe it's Peter's angels, what the scripture says. Maybe they think that he's already been killed and something has happened there. And all the while, Peter's still standing outside knocking on the door. Hello, it's really me, I'm really here. So then they go out and see that it is him, and he tells them how God has set him free. And what a fun moment that was for them, a moment of relief and gratitude to God. And that's the awesome, amazing, wonderful thing about prayer, is we get the opportunity, number one, to show people how much we care about them by praying for them when they're going through difficult times. And we also get the opportunity to see God do some really amazing miracles. And that's the power of prayer. And I know so many times in my life, I have been up against some very difficult moments. I can think of a time where my great nephew was killed in a very tragic situation. Another time where I knew about a suicide of someone that I really cared about. And there have been other times where I've been struggling with my physical health. And those were times in my life where my faith was so tested that I literally needed to know that other people were praying for me. I needed their faith to strengthen my faith. I needed them to tell me the things that I needed to know and the things that I needed to hear about the promises of God. And they were powerful moments. They are ones that I still remember. I still remember those prayers that were prayed on my behalf, and what a difference they made for me in those moments. And that is the beautiful thing that each one of us get to do as we partner in God's work here on earth. We get to remind people of how much He loves them, how much we care about them, and how real His promises are. And then we can stand on those in the midst of trials and suffering. So I pray that this encourages you today to look for those ways that you can pray for the people around you, and for the ways you can ask for prayer. It's not easy to do that sometimes, but it's a way that God ministers directly to us through others. So let's lean into those ways that we can bless those around us and really reflect that we are devoted followers of Jesus. I hope this blesses you today. You take care. We'll talk to you next time.